Yo, what's good, guys? So I'm just here to tell you, to finish telling you guys about my experience going through affordable housing. Let me get a mess. All right, so I just showed you guys how to apply, right? So now it's the waiting game, right? Just sitting, waiting, checking my emails. Like, when are they gonna fucking call me? To the point I got desperate and I started Googling and I started calling them like, listen, my name is Frances Johnson and I'm interested in moving. I need an apartment. Like, it's my money and I need it now. Like, it's my apartment, I need it now. I'm claiming it. I'm speaking it to existence. You know, before I even got accepted, I was on Pinterest looking at how I'm gonna decorate my apartment. I don't even know how the apartment looks. I'm gonna decorate it. Everything, like I felt it. And that's the thing, that's a secret, another secret. Speak it to existence. Feel yourself there. Tell yourself that you have the apartment already, all right? Start budgeting for it. Start saving, because you're gonna need money for furniture, money to move in, right? But start working and walking on the path like you have an apartment. That way when you get it, it's a piece of cake, you know? But you have to live and feel yourself in that moment so it could come to existence, right? All right, don't tell nobody, that's really a secret. All right, so I just have my notepad so I won't get off track, right? So, boom, check your emails, you know? You check your emails and boop, you get an email saying, hey, you've been accepted for housing, right? They're gonna give you, this is where the process begins. So first, they're going to ask you to come in for an interview in person. You're gonna have to bring your pay stubs, your bank statements. You're gonna have to have everything notarized. If you're in college, you're gonna need your school letters, an employment letter, verifying where you work and how much you make, because they want to see if you're really who you said you are while applying online, right? So they want to see all the documentation. Cool. You go into the interview, you know, and you just give them. It's pretty simple. You fill out basically the same thing you filled out online. You're filling it out by hand. So you're filling that out, and then you're just giving all the documents. Like when they ask for it, you just hand it to them. So let's say I'm them and you're me. Hey, Miss Johnson, may we receive your bank statements? Thank you. And they go through it, put them aside. Your pay stubs, take it, put it aside. That's it. Whatever they ask for, you give it to them. And you want to make sure that you have everything, because if you forget something, that could delay your process. Again, make sure you have everything, because you don't want them to say, oh, you don't have it. No, I have everything. I'm prepared, you know? Boom. So, yes. So, okay, now, based on that one time that they asked for those documents, here's where it gets very annoying and very repetitive. They're gonna keep asking for those documents. So each month that goes by and let's say the apartment building isn't completed, each month that passes, they want to you to update your information, because they want to see if you still work at that job. They want to see if you're still making the same money, and they want to see if you're still in school. They want to make sure like nothing changes. They want to make sure that you're set to like live in their buildings, you know? And it makes sense, but it's fucking annoying. But whatever, it's benefiting you, right? So it's like, let me just do whatever the fuck they want and I'm gonna give it to them. Right. So yeah, the key is don't get annoyed, because this is something that you want, right? So don't get annoyed. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's a process. It's a long one, but it's a part of the process. In the end, you'll love it, because you have your own space. Yeah, be patient, because they want to make sure as a tenant you'll get the rent paid. That's it. They want to make sure like, yo, whoever we bringing in here, can you pay our motherfucking rent? That's it. And I have right here, one time they really try to play me and they try to tell me like I didn't. All right, so basically when like I said, when the months go by, they want you to send them emails updating, like, you know, you can scan your documents. You know, So I sent it to them one time, and the lady tried to say I didn't send it to her. You know, I don't play that. I was like, what? I didn't send it to you. She tried. All right, let's say what's today? The 7th. Let's say I'm done. Hey, hey, Francis Johnson. We need you to send your for the month of January. We need you to send your pay stubs, and we need you to send your employment verification letter, along with your bank statements, and you have to get it notarized. We need it by February 7th. February 7th, right? If you don't submit it by February 7th, your application can be disqualified. So let's say a month goes by. It was probably like February 7th, right? And they tried to say I didn't send it to them, but I did. But let me tell you, thank you, Jesus, for screenshot. Because I screenshot, I said, no, excuse me. And you know, with them, you have to take, you can't be ratchet. You can't be rude. They're helping you. You understand? So you want to be nice to them, but you want to be assertive. Like, listen, no, I believe that there's a mistake. I screenshot when I sent it to you, and I did actually send it to you in this date and this time. You understand? You have to keep your receipts. You have to keep your documents, because they would try to play you and say you didn't give it to them. You don't want that. So screenshot everything. Make sure you don't delete any emails. Save everything. They really try to get me, y'all. They try to get me, but I wasn't having it. I don't play that. Right? So that was that, you know. And the building I applied for it, and I applied for it maybe in 2016. The building was supposed to be done around 2017 or 2018. I moved in. Actually, no, it's right here. The building was supposed to be done in June 2018. So I must have applied in 2017, right? And the building was not done actually in June 2018. That's why they kept asking for me to update my information. So I actually moved in March of 2019. You understand? And the building still wasn't fully complete, but it was complete enough for people to start moving in, you know? So it took damn near 2 to 3 years. You understand? I applied in 2017. I moved in 2019. 2 years, you know, but patience is a virtue. So just be patient. Like I said, make sure you submit everything, and everything will work. As long as you're doing your part, everything will come along. All right? Yeah, I was actually one of the first tenants to move in this building. It was crazy because there weren't any buzzers, there weren't any mailboxes. Like, they were still like actually building, like, you know, completing the building. So there were like security guards downstairs that had to like let us in and out. So, you know, nobody that doesn't live in the building will have access to it until the buzzers started working and the security left. But yeah. You know, one guy tried talking to me, and I was like, oh, I have a man, like, you know, because I don't, and that's the thing, I don't like people knowing where I live, and I don't like people knowing I live. You know, if you live alone, or if you don't want people knowing you don't want people knowing all that information, you understand? Especially when it's a new place. That's, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't like telling people that I don't know. Oh, you know, oh, you here by yourself, and people follow. I don't play that shit. So I always lie. I'm like, I have a man, I have a husband, whatever it is, a fiance, whatever the fuck it is, just so they'll know, like, listen, I'm not alone. So don't try shit. You understand? But yeah, that's about it. The only now the good thing is, okay, your rent is cheaper than normal New York City apartments. That's a win-win, you know. You're paying less money, but the downfall is there are a lot of rules depending on which complex. Like my complex, I can't have any pets. Sorry, I can't have a dog. Like I can have probably like a cat or a fish. The bearded dragon. I can't have a dog for some reason. That's just the rules. Another rule is like, you know, when you have doormats outside, I guess because the super and the janitor, they clean the hallways, you can't have like a doormat outside, or maybe it's for fire hazard. Fire hazard. I don't know, but that's just the rules. And if you want me to live in your building, I'll follow your rules. I do not care. I'm not complaining. whatever. So you can't have a dog. You can't put like the mat outside your apartment. You can't paint your walls like certain colors. So they could be painted pastel colors, but you can't paint whatever non-pastel colors are, like, I guess what, like a dark red or like a dark blue, like a soft color you could do. But I'm like, F that. I'm not painting anything. I'm not painting. Maybe later on, but right now I'm good. I'll just hang up pictures and whatever. But you know, but that's about it. So the process, it is long. Is it worth it? Yes, it's definitely worth it. But you want to make sure that you're very organized, because they're gonna come out of nowhere and ask you for certain documents, and you don't want to have to keep, you know, scrimmaging around looking for stuff, because that's you know, time consuming. So here are my tips and tricks on affordable housing. Any questions, concerns, please email me. No, I'm playing. No, but seriously, let me know if you have any questions or concerns, because I could definitely answer more questions. My email is destinedesiresllc@gmail.com. You could write me on Instagram at destinedesires, or you could write me on my personal Instagram, FranNJ__. So I hope you guys like my video, and guess what? Good luck, because you're next to get your apartment. Later, guys. Okay. So this is the living room area.
Everything is good.
This is outside. Okay. Okay, so I'm behind. I'm not by the Yankee Stadium, but I'm just doing her thing, checking out the kitchen. Okay. Looking at everything. Yeah. The fridge. I have to get used to that noise.
Is that a common on the smoke detector?
I don't even know. Stone.
You don't have glass, and you can get the shower curtains. And is the water on yet? The power? Okay. All right. Good pressure. I used to work for contractors, getting a little funny. Good pressure. Oh, okay. What's this? The fluffy? Oh, that is so cool.
I know.
That's a new one.
Okay, so this just down here, I guess this
The
just
holes,
has to be.
everything. Okay, so they'll fix that, right? I think you
No,
need
that's just, we take it out because.
Oh, it's like supposed to be empty or.
That's something like a shelf. Yeah, it's
This is like a
shelf.
shelf.
And your closet space. Okay, very happy. I like the 2 showers, okay. Oh, Francis, this is good. This is very good.
She's just being a mom.
This is stuff. Nice. No holes, no nothing.
She's so good. Got the holes.
Is she allowed to paint one?
Got the keys to the crib. Ah! This is mine crib. It's empty, but it's mine. You heard? I'm so blessed. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.